came, they blazed, they vanished. In the 1970s, a few bands burned so brightly they lit up the music scene with just one unforgettable track, then slipped into the shadows. Today, we're turning the spotlight on 10 one-hit wonders who stormed the charts, ruled the airwaves, and left us wondering where they went.
Thing gone blind, bam, lamb, I said, oh, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa, Black Betty.
These weren't slow climbers, they were explosions, arena-packing, radio-dominating anthems that instantly became part of the decade's soundtrack. Yet, for reasons ranging from bad timing to backstage turmoil, they never caught lightning in a bottle again. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for number one. It's a mix of irony, obsession, and enough teenage angst to fuel an entire generation. Let's begin.
10. Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight.
Started out this morning feeling so full, I always thought of this.
We'll start with something deceptively sweet, soft harmonies wrapped around a sly wink. In 1976, Afternoon Delight became the sunniest, most suggestive song on the radio. Its innocent-sounding vocals masked lyrics that, well, weren't quite so innocent.
The middle of a cold, dark night, when everything's a little...
The track soared to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, won 2 Grammy Awards, and made overnight stars out of the Starland Vocal Band, a group made up of 2 married couples whose image was as wholesome as their harmonies. But success came with an unexpected turn. They launched a variety show on television, a painfully awkward misfire that tanked almost immediately.
I wait till the middle of a cold, dark night.
Subsequent releases failed to recapture their debut's magic. Still, Afternoon Delight remains a soft rock legend, kept alive through cheeky nods in pop culture, from Anchorman to Arrested Development. One perfect, unforgettable slice of the 70s, and then they were gone.
9. Mungo Jerry, In the Summertime.
If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just... We're always happy, last we live in this...
Picture this, a ragtag jug band from the UK stomping on a studio floor, blowing into a bottle for rhythm, and somehow bottling pure sunshine into a song. That was Mungo Jerry in 1970. Their hit, In the Summertime, was carefree escapism in the middle of the Vietnam War era.
When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wagon, rackles, yeah.
Written in just 10 minutes by frontman Ray Dorset, the track mixed skiffle beats with breezy, feel-good lyrics. And it worked. The single hit #1 in over 20 countries and sold an astonishing 30 million copies worldwide.
The weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, when I grab people, when I daddy, when I...
But their bright season didn't last in the US. While they scored a few more hits in Europe, American audiences moved on, and the band slowly faded from the spotlight. Even so, every time the weather turns warm and someone presses play on that iconic tune, Mungo Jerry's legacy comes back to life, like a summer breeze that never really disappears. 8. The Adverts, Gary Gilmore's Eyes.
The doctors are avoiding me, my vision is confused. I listen to my earphones and I can't sleep. Gary Gilmore's eyes.
One of punk's sharpest, most provocative moments came from a band that barely had time to catch its breath. In 1977, the Adverts released Gary Gilmore's Eyes. A track as raw and abrasive as the story behind it. Inspired by a chilling, real-life event, the post-execution corneal donation of convicted killer Gary Gilmore, the song imagined seeing the world through a murderer's donated eyes. Delivered with a thumping bass line from Gay Advert and TV Smith's deadpan vocals, it was unsettling, unblinking, and impossible to ignore.
Avoiding me, my vision is confused. I listen to my earphones and I can't sleep.
The single climbed to number 18 on the UK charts and stirred instant controversy. Some stations banned it, others put it on repeat, but either way, it made the adverts a lightning rod in punk's early storm. Unfortunately, they couldn't hold on to the momentum. Internal tensions and a shifting punk scene buried the band as quickly as they had risen. Yet, Gary Gilmore's Eyes remains a cold, cutting blade in punk history, still daring, still unforgettable. 7. Focus. Hocus Pocus. Some bands break the mold. Focus yodeled straight through it. In 1971, the Dutch prog rockers unleashed Hocus Pocus, a track that was part virtuoso rock jam, part gleeful chaos. It blended shredding guitar solos, flute interludes, and, most memorably, lead man Fist Van Leer's full-throttle yodeling. The result? A bizarre, electrifying anthem that somehow climbed to number 9 in the US. It was a masterclass in controlled mayhem, drum breakdowns, unexpected riffs, and a sense of fun that made it impossible to forget. Yet, despite their musical brilliance, Focus could never replicate that mainstream magic. They stayed beloved among prog rock loyalists, but for most listeners, they remain that band that yodeled their way into the top 10. And honestly, respect. Few could make something this weird and this good work on such a grand scale. 6. Looking Glass. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl.
100 ships a day, lonely sailors pass the time away.
Soft rock gold. A sailor's love, a barmaid's heartbreak, and a melody that seemed destined to live forever. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl was Looking Glass's ticket to the top. Formed at Rutgers University, the band struck gold with their debut single in 1972. It hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and, according to Baby Name Records, even sparked a surge in little girls named Brandy. But their reflection shattered quickly.
The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Follow-up singles flopped, and frontman Elliot Lurie left to pursue a solo career. Some members were formed as the glam rock outfit Stars, but they never matched the magic. Still, thanks to its appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy and countless nostalgic playlists, Brandy continues to sail smoothly through pop culture. Simple, wistful, unforgettable. 5. Wild Cherries, Play That Funky Music. Some hits arrive out of frustration and turn into pure gold. In the mid-70s, rock band Wild Cherry was struggling to book gigs in R&B clubs. After one too many heckles from the crowd, "Play that funky music, white boy," frontman Rob Parisi decided to turn the joke into a song. The result was a funk rock crossover that shot straight to number 1 and went platinum. With its irresistible groove, sharp horns, and unforgettable hook, Play That Funky Music became a dance floor staple. But lightning didn't strike twice. Attempts to recreate the magic with similar tracks fell flat. And by the end of the decade, Wild Cherry had fizzled out. Still, that riff and that chorus remain party fuel to this day, guaranteed to get people moving no matter the generation. 4. Ram Jam, Black Betty.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, Black Betty.
A blast of blues rock thunder with a rhythm that hits like a freight train. Black Betty was Ram Jam's shot of pure adrenaline in 1977. The song had roots in an old folk tune, possibly from blues legend Leadbelly, but Ram Jam cranked it up with electric guitars, pounding drums, and a raw, unapologetic edge.
Well, she's shaking that thing, bam, lamb, boy, she makes me sing, bam, lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam.
It climbed to number 18 in the US, even as some civil rights groups protested its lyrics. The band itself was more of a studio creation built around the track, and the fame was as fleeting as the song's 2.5-minute runtime. Their follow-up album went nowhere, and by 1978, Ram Jam was over. Yet Black Betty refuses to die. It's still blasting in sports stadiums, commercials, and movie soundtracks. A short fuse with a massive bang. 3. Mountain, Mississippi Queen. Cowbell? Check. Face-melting guitar? Double check. Attitude? Off the charts. Released in 1970, Mississippi Queen was hard rock distilled into 3.5 minutes. Guitarist Leslie West's massive tone and drummer Porky Lang's instantly recognizable cowbell intro turned the track into an instant classic, peaking at number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100. But behind the music, the band was battling chaos. Drug issues, constant lineup changes, and the tragic death of bassist-producer Felix Pappalardi unraveled Mountain's momentum. They never reclaimed the same chart power, but their song became a fixture of rock radio and live covers. Today, Mississippi Queen stands as one of the most enduring, gritty anthems of its era. Bluesy, stomping, and timeless. 2. The Buggles. Video killed the radio star. Not your typical rock band, but impossible to leave off this list. In 1979, the Buggles released Video Killed the Radio Star, a synth-driven, bittersweet ode to a changing music world. Its prophetic theme and catchy melody carried it to number 1 in the UK and into the US Top 40. But its biggest claim to fame? On August 1, 1981, it became the very first music video ever played on MTV, cementing its place in pop culture history forever. After the hit, the duo quietly disbanded. Trevor Horn went on to become a legendary music producer, shaping the sound of the 80s. Still, with just one song, the Buggles captured a cultural shift and gave the world a perfect piece of time-traveling pop. 1. The Knack, My Sharona.
When you gonna give me some time, Sharona? Will you make my motor?
We end with the phenomenon. Released in 1979, My Sharona was power pop perfection. 6 straight weeks at number 1, blending punk energy with a massive hook and that unforgettable stuttered chorus. It was catchy, bold, and everywhere. But the hype became a curse. The Knack were marketed as the next Beatles, which triggered a fierce backlash. Their second album flopped, and by 1981, the band was essentially done. Still, My Sharona has never left the airwaves. From movies and commercials to endless party playlists, it remains a time capsule of late 70s pop rock. One hit, yes, but what a hit. 10 bands, 10 unforgettable moments in music history. Some soared and crashed, some quietly drifted away, and others simply walked off stage. But each left behind a track that refused to fade. Songs that have outlived the hype, the charts, and even the bands themselves. In rock and roll, not every artist gets a second act. But sometimes one perfect song is enough to carve a place in history. Whether it's the yodels of Focus, the swagger of Mississippi Queen, or the bittersweet prophecy of Video Killed the Radio Star, these one-hit wonders gave us something timeless. So, which of these still plays in your head? Did we miss your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and who knows, maybe your pick will make it into a future episode. Until next time, keep it loud, keep it legendary, and never underestimate the power of a single song.